First-time countdown, top 3 best persons in the world. Dateline Baltimore, number 3 best wishful thinking. David Zurawik, TV writer of the Baltimore Sun, writing up the ratings for one night of TV, the night Michael Jackson. He noted of primetime and this network, quote, the time period in which it rose and is now starting to fall with a slumping Keith Olbermann. Yeah. The ratings for the second quarter of 2009 just came in this afternoon, and despite the lack of a political primary season, despite the one-time ratings on Jackson night, Countdown remains sizably ahead of CNN and headline news at 8 p.m. for the last quarter. We are the second highest rated show among all viewers, and the network finished second in primetime as well. And this is the number 1 primetime show anywhere in cable news among viewers under the age of 35. Some slump. If you have a TV column and you have a rooting interest about who wins the ratings to the point that you will falsify their meaning, either you should drop the rooting interest or they should drop you from the column. Dateline Washington, number 2, best false equivalency. Dana Milbank of the Washington Post on last week's presidential news conference and the question of Iran, from Iran via Nico Pitney, quoting, during the 8 years of the Bush administration, liberal outlets such as the Huffington Post often accused the White House of planning questioners in news conferences to ask pre-planned questions. But here was Obama fielding a pre-planned question asked by a planted questioner from the Huffington Post. Yes. Those are exactly the same thing. The Bush White House credentialing a male escort from a non-existent news organization to feed softballs and denying they were doing so. That is exactly the same thing as the Obama White House telling Pitney, those questions you're asking Iranians to send in, bring in a good one and we'll call on you. And being so above board about the pre-planning that both the president and Pitney sounded like the chef of the future bit from the Honeymooners. Come on, Dana, you're smarter than that. And Dateline New York City, number 1 best judge, Denny Chin, who was already a winner after his ruling in the 2003 Al Franken case, now responding to the guilty plea of Bernard Madoff on defrauding thousands of investors of $13 billion by sentencing him to 150 years in jail. Mr. Madoff only turned 71 this past April 29th, meaning if he served the sentence in full, he would not be free until sometime late in the year 2159 at the age of 221. Obviously, a physical impossibility. But it's the thought that counts.